Prophet ﷺ didn't encourage us to be poor. In fact, he didn't even fear poverty for us. Before he died, he mentioned what he feared for us, that we would become distant from the deen. In fact, in another hadith, the Prophet ﷺ told us that if we focused on the akhirah, i.e. our deen, the dunya will be dragged to us, will be brought to us with certainty. So we are not supposed to be broke. In fact, Muslims should find accessing wealth something that's not very difficult. But we find two problems. Number one, we find that we have a mindset where poverty is piety. And not only that, we actually don't have money in the first place. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and I'm going to say one of the reasons why you may be struggling with money is because you're far from Allah. Now, that doesn't mean that if you start praying, you start getting money. But what I am trying to say is that the Prophet ﷺ didn't fear poverty for us. Rather, the Prophet said, if you focused on the akhirah, the dunya will be dragged to you. The dunya could be wife, children, money, business, success, health, wealth, whatever. So, then doesn't it make sense that you go towards the akhirah, you come to your deen, you focus on your deen? Because that's what the Prophet feared for us, that we would not be so strong in our deen, we may abandon our deen, we may become weak in our deen, we may start to chase the dunya to the extent when we leave the deen or compromise the deen. Nowadays, I'm seeing sisters taking off their hijab because they're trying to get attention from guys. I'm seeing brothers put music in their promotional marketing, trying to make some money. You're trying to get dunya, but through disobeying Allah. It doesn't make sense. Rather, when you obey Allah, you get the dunya. Now, for that reason, I've got something special for you this Ramadan. We've got a 30-day challenge. We've got a community, a specific community trying to be on their deen and encourage each other and learn and grow in their deen. But in this community, one of the things that we have, guys, is that we have a challenge, a 30-day challenge where we're going to go from being sinning and skint to being righteous and rich, inshallah ta'ala. There's a lot of talk on how to go from being skint, poor, to being rich and making money. Everyone's talking about that nowadays. But what about how to go from being a sinner to being righteous? And not just righteous, but righteous in the context of how to make money. Righteous in the context of specific sins that could stop my rizq and stop my money coming my way, right? That's what the focus is going to be about, so that you can be set up for success in the next life and set up for success in this life. And there's going to be a like-minded community of people just like you who are trying to be on their deen and also make money. They're trying to stay away from sins and stay away from poverty and become righteous and become rich. And I'm going to be giving you a daily lesson and a daily challenge, inshallah ta'ala, in this community that you have to follow. And at the end of those 30 days, you should have, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, left behind those sins. Because it's long. This sin thing is long now. We're trying to stop the sinning thing. Sinning is long. It's not cool. It's not fun. Doesn't make you bad in a, people say bad as if it's good. Doesn't make you a bad way. It's sneaky. It's sneaky. It's wet. Stop sinning. It's not proper. It's not, wallah, it's not. Shaitan, try to headbutt him, crush his skull, inshallah ta'ala, all right? We're going to get over these sins with the permission of Allah Azza wa Jal. So we're going to go through these 30 days, challenges, and I promise you, I'm going to break it down to you like a scientific formula, inshallah ta'ala. Scientific formula, how to stay away from sins and to line yourself up for the success in this life and the next, inshallah ta'ala. Literally step-by-step process. I'm going to give you challenges to do everything. And guess what? It's going to be a community, people supporting each other. And we are going to give a gift at the end of this challenge to someone who's going to win a prize, right? We're going to give them a visa for 2 years. 2 years to live in Dubai. A 2-year visa. We'll pay for the visa. We'll cover the costs ourselves to get them to move out in Dubai so they can do hijrah. Guys, the reason why we're going to do that, inshallah ta'ala, because we want to make it as easy for you as possible. We want to incentivize you to also be active in the group. And how you get that is that there's going to be a leaderboard. And every 7 days, we're going to look at the 7-day leaderboard. And the way that you get to the top of that leaderboard is very simple. It's very straightforward. All you have to do is support. You have to support people and get likes. The more likes you get, the more you go up on the leaderboard. And the way you get likes is by just sharing support, giving advice, giving feedback, just being active in the community. And you'll find that people give you likes because they want likes in return, because everyone wants to go up. And the more you participate, the more likes you get. And at the end of the day, the more value you give, the more support you give, the more active you are, the more likes you are likely to receive, which means the higher up the leaderboard you go, which means the higher chance you have of winning that visa in Dubai for 2 years, which is nuts, by the way. People don't give things like this away for free. We want you guys to be able to fully go from being sinning and skint to being righteous and rich. Dubai is a Muslim country. We could be on your deen, a masjid in every corner, but not only that, it's great for business opportunities as well, because literally almost every guy who's not a labor worker in Dubai, he's got something serious going on in life. something serious going on in life. You walk into a cafe and a guy would possibly have the potential of being able to invest £750,000 in one of your startups. That actually happened to a brother that I was with in a cafe. He was pitching me a startup, and at the end of the day, one uncle was like, yeah, I'm interested in investing. Like, that's the kind of place this is. So we're going to give you that chance to move here, inshallah ta'ala. And, you know, it could be great if that happens for you. All you have to do is access the community from the link below or the link on the side or on the screen. Just use your initiative a little bit. You'll find out the directions of how to access this community, inshallah ta'ala. And access it is absolutely free. And let's get started today, going from being sinning and skint to being righteous and rich. P.S. We are savage in removing people from the community. If you find that you're getting involved in debates, being disrespectful, being rude, spreading misguidance, taking the group away from what it's supposed to be, we will fully exile you and disqualify you for life, right? And you won't get access to the community. You won't get access to those lessons. So please make sure you're on your best behavior. The instructions and the rules and the regulations will all be found pinned in the community when you join. With that said, sign up. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.